Alright, shit, 11:40. This when we gonna start it out of. Shit, let's get it. What's up with it, gang? We got 17-year-old YouTuber murdered for insulting cartel boss. Oh, baby, I was literally, I promise you, just scrolling through YouTube. I promise you. Hey, let's get it. Shout out to the club. Hey, I ain't finna subscribe to him yet, but you know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta do the same to me, my nigga, but I'm asking you to, you know what I'm saying? Subscribe. I like that bit. It's just that easy. That's all I'm asking for. Let's get into this shit.
Of the many sins that could be forgiven due to intoxication, insulting a drug lord is not often one of them. 17-year-old Juan Luis Lagunas Rosales ended up dead just weeks after a video of him insulting El Mencho went viral. El Mencho, whose actual name is Ruben Oseguera Cervantes, is the owner of Mexico's fastest-growing cartel, the Jalisco Nueva Generación.
Starting off, I'm just gonna say this. I don't know nothing about no cartel. You know what I'm saying? I know the Medellin or whatever. I know the shit that they be putting on narco. I ain't big on all that, you know what I'm saying? That being said, I'm pretty sure this nigga knew what he was talking about. That's probably the same as me. If it's like, I don't know, nigga, put no fear in my heart. But if you know these niggas got the resources to come after you, my nigga, and you know you got, don't do no dumb shit like this, bro. Stupid.
Did El Mencho have hand in the Rosales' death? And how exactly did it all go down? Keep watching. Find out. Today, I will be uncovering the events surrounding the life of Rosales up until his death. The backstory. Rosales was born in Navolato, in the state of Sinaloa, in Mexico. Growing up, he never knew his father, and after staying with his mother for a while, she took him to his grandmother, who ended up raising him. However, Rosales left his grandmother's home and dropped out of high school when he was 15. As if wanting to erase every trace of his origin, he also left Navolato and made for a nearby town called Culiacan. Culiacan became his new home.
Is that a tiger, nigga?
Pretty quickly, realizing that he had then
these niggas in Mexico going crazy, bro. A tiger out on the street, bro, and it's a cop passing right there. These niggas going crazy, bro. It's literally a cop passing in the background, bro.
And for himself, he took the job of washing people's cars and was earning what little he could. By the time Rosales turned 17, he had become the envy of most teenagers his age. At this time, he was earning way more than was expected of a teenager. Plus, it wasn't just about the kind of mini wealth he had amassed. It was also about how he went about making his money. Rosales was a party freak. He often posted videos of himself partying and drinking, so much so that both activities could have passed as his profession. In these videos, which Rosales uploaded to social media accounts, he would hold up bottles and cans.
Hey, bro got it though. I ain't gonna bullshit you, bro got it.
In these videos, which Rosales uploaded to his social media accounts, he would hold up bottles and cans of beer, whiskey, vodka, you name it, and pour them into his mouth. This habit of excessive drinking always led to a very intoxicated Rosales displaying his drunken antics for all to see. Strangely, Rosales began to grow famous by posting videos.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? I don't do too much drinking. But when I do drink, you know what I'm saying? I just like to chill, you know what I'm saying? But whenever it's a nigga, regardless of what I'm doing, whenever it's a nigga that's around me that's just like crazy turned up on that drink, bro, that shit is so annoying, bro. Like, come on, bro. Control yourself. Get your shit together.
Drinking adventures on social media. Several people across Mexico and even beyond enjoyed watching these videos. Sometimes he would also post videos of himself taking drugs, passing out from excessive drinking, and throwing money around.
Watch this. I can show you how to get the biggest discounts online when you shop at major retailers like Amazon.
While Rosales did all of these, his fan base kept growing. He had over 34,000 followers on Twitter, 300,000 on Instagram, and over 1 million on Facebook.
Yeah,
In no time, Rosales became a buzz on the internet and went by the nickname
Shout out to my Twitter, bro.
Which means the pirate of Culiacan. Apparently, this nickname was born out of the fondness he grew to have for Culiacan. Due to his popularity, the pirate of Culiacan began to earn spots as a guest in music videos, influential parties, and promotional gatherings. People who didn't know his age easily classified him as an adult. Rosales didn't help matters either, as he kept up with his excessive drinking lifestyle. In Mexico, the legal age for drinking is 18. Rosales could care less about that. Instead, he indulged himself even more. It almost seemed like he didn't want people to know how old he truly was, as he made it a habit to post pictures and videos of himself handling bundles of cash or posing in luxurious cars and motorcycles.
Bro,
in an attempt to keep...
I guess Patty in the videos ain't got shit on their face, but they think this nigga just a midget. Why get 17? Bro, a little young, bro.
Keep up with his being an adult facade, Rosales sometimes painted a beard on his face. This often replaced his younger look with one a lot more mature. He also had tattoos on both of his arms, a tiger and a pirate, which alluded to him being the pirate of Culiacan. Like all of these weren't enough, the 17-year-old also took to social media posting pictures of himself with scantily clad ladies. Most of the time, these ladies were significantly older than he was, in addition to that anyone living this kind of life would feel invincible and develop the mindset that he could get away with anything. Slowly, Rosales was cultivating that mindset, and it did not help that he broke the law several times and got away with it. Legally, Rosales wasn't supposed to do drugs, flaunt weapons, and take alcohol since he was still a minor, but he continued to do just that. He boldly did all of these things, and even went as far as sharing the pictures and videos on his social media accounts. In August of 2017, Rosales was arrested for underage drinking, which you have to admit was long overdue, seeing how the teenager was far from the legal drinking age at the time. Of course, this incident did next to nothing to help Rosales, because after he was released, he immediately picked up where he left off. During an interview with the producer of Univision Entertainment, Pepe Garza, Rosales stated that he was an alcoholic, but he wanted to change that so he could pursue a music career. He further said that he had signed a contract with Cash Records and added, "I want to learn to sing now. That's going to be my motto." And perhaps the authorities didn't do enough. Because although these videos usually went viral, implying that the authorities probably caught a whiff of them several times, they barely intervened. Instead, the pirate of Culiacan kept rising in fame. He gained more followers, more invites to parties, and more business deals. Seeing how there was no one in his way, Rosales continued to push boundaries without a care in the world. But you know the thing about boundaries is that you can only push so far. Ruben Oseguera Cervantes, aka El Mencho. In December 2017, Rosales released a video making jest of El Mencho, where he said, "El Mencho a mí me pela la verga," which roughly translates to saying that El Mencho can suck his. In the video, Rosales was visibly intoxicated, obviously due to excessive drinking, as per usual.
Off of nothing. You finna die, bro. Off of nothing.
This video would probably have passed as one of the many stunts he often pulled to entertain his followers. It probably would have gained him more followers and more recognition. However, the circumstances were very different from what he was accustomed to. In the video, Rosales had referred to El Mencho, leader of Cartel de Jalisco Nueva Generación. As we mentioned earlier in the video, Cartel de Jalisco Nueva Generación translates to New Generation Jalisco Cartel. This cartel is popularly known as one of the deadliest organized crime syndicates in Mexico.
And he probably know that, man. He probably know that.
And second most powerful cartel in Mexico. The first being Cartel de Sinaloa. Cartel de Sinaloa was once championed by the drug lord El Chapo. The New Generation Jalisco Cartel is somewhat new, especially compared to cartels that have been around the longest. Although it is just over 10 years old, it has grown significantly in wealth and power. The cartel was put together after a splinter group chose detachment from another crime syndicate known as the Millennial Cartel. The New Generation Jalisco Cartel might still be in its development stage, but over time it has easily drawn the attention of the general public, including the media. One time, it was said that they shut down an army helicopter with an RPG in an attempt to protect.
These niggas is shooting now.
Yeah, one time.
Military helicopters with RPGs. Your little young guy wanna go off and tell about something. Oh, you need to come suck my dick. Niggas that do anything for clout.
It was said that they shut down an army helicopter with an RPG in an attempt to protect their boss. The incident led to the death of 6 soldiers. Another time, they cut off the head of a pig and sent it to an attorney general in a bid to have him feel intimidated. In another of their escapades, they laid an ambush for a group of policemen and were able to kill about 14 of them as a result. In addition to all of these, the New Generation Jalisco cartel has been responsible for the deaths of judges, members of Congress, and ordinary citizens. They also have a reputation where drugs are concerned. According to US officials, they are the major suppliers of over 1/3 of illegal drugs that circulate in the United States. They have also gone as far as distributing in Europe and Asia. The New Generation Jalisco cartel also has multiple methamphetamine labs set up across Mexico. They not only produce and sell crystal meth illegally, they also do the same.
Bro, how are you getting these videos? I want to be one of them niggas go get some videos, but I want to go record some videos. But who gonna fund me? Who gonna fund my trip out there to go get, you know what I'm saying, go take some fucking videos of these niggas, bro?
Hey, while it might look like this cartel only has brutal mass murders and illegal drugs to its name, you should know that it is also famous for stealing crude oil. Other criminal activities they engage in include selling arms, kidnapping, extortion, and other violent crimes. Unlike El Chapo, everything about El Mencho screams mystery. It is said that he loves working from the shadows, almost like a ghost. El Mencho is not only on the list of the top wanted criminals in Mexico, but also in the United States. In Mexico in particular, he takes the #1 spot as the most wanted drug lord. El Mencho is wanted for drug trafficking, illegal possession of weapons, and is being involved in organized crime. El Mencho started off as a member of the Millennial Cartel, but soon decided to create his own organized crime organization because his bosses often got arrested, killed. After the arrest of El Chapo, El Mencho quickly rose to fame. Owning one of the deadliest cartels in Mexico, the New Generation Jalisco cartel has had several affiliations to brutal mass murders in the past. In 2011, authorities found 35 dead bodies on the streets of Veracruz, a port city on the Gulf of Mexico.
I can't guarantee you. The reason these niggas is not, the reason he was like, oh yeah, my bosses keep getting caught and shit, is cause they would probably just be like, you know what I'm saying? At some point they were like, yeah, boom. I don't know. Niggas wasn't just moving smart enough.
These bodies appeared tortured and dismembered. In 2013, the same cartel raped and murdered 5 dead bodies on the streets of Veracruz, a port city on the Gulf of Mexico. These bodies appeared tortured and dismembered. In 2013, the same cartel raped and murdered a 10-year-old girl whom they believed.
All these niggas. I know, but all these niggas. Sick as hell. I need to be out. No bullshit.
Believed to have been a daughter of a rival cartel leader. After killing her, a 10-year-old girl, whom they believed to have been a daughter of a rival cartel leader. After killing her, they proceeded to set her on fire. It was already too late when they realized she wasn't who they thought she was. Under his leadership...
Bro, what the fuck? Bro, it wasn't even a rape. Bro, that don't even matter, bro. It do matter, bro. Wait, that is crazy, bro. And this the nigga that this little kid wanted. Bro, I even forgot that this little nigga, bro. Ain't no way in hell, bro. These boys.
Mexico recorded a 20% rise in homicide rates, with a record of 20,000 deaths. The statistic equated to an average of about 69 deaths per day. There are alleged reports that El Mencho was once a member of the police force, but was sentenced to 3 years in prison for selling heroin. Whether or not that is true, it is pretty evident that the man is no longer on that side of the law. His infamous nature led the United States government to put a bounty offer on his head. It is said that whoever is able to provide information that is likely to lead to his arrest will be rewarded with a sum of $10 million.
Damn.
So far, this has been recorded as the highest sum of money the US government is willing to pay as a bounty. As you might have expected as well, the drug lord also has a bounty offer on his head in his hometown. In Mexico, authorities are willing to pay the sum of 30 million pesos, which is equivalent to $1.5 million US. Knowing all of these, it shouldn't come as a surprise to anyone that El Mencho is not the kind of guy to play around with. However, Rosales chose to do precisely that. He not only cursed the infamous drug lord, but he also went ahead and released the video on the internet, a video which many Mexican press publications called, in effect, the initiator of a countdown for his time here on Earth, the murder.
This nigga released the video, and motherfuckers had press conferences talking about, oh yeah, bro, finna go.
On December 18th, 2017, weeks after the video of Rosales calling out El Mencho went viral, he made the second biggest mistake that likely sped up that countdown. He had made a post telling his fans to meet him at a bar in the Guadalajara
And then you gonna post your
metropolitan area
location.
in Jalisco. Meanwhile, this area happened to be where many of the drug trades took place in Jalisco. At about 11 p.m. that same day, a group of men carrying guns swarmed into the bar and started shooting. Although it is said that Rosales was the main target, a 25-year-old employee in the bar also got killed. It was reported that Rosales was shot about 15 to 18 times, which means he definitely died on the spot. He was only able to be identified through the tattoo he had on his arms. Rosales' death is included in the 1,400 people who died in the state of Jalisco that year. Even though there were speculations that El Mencho was responsible for the death of Rosales, seeing as the teen died just weeks after the video about El Mencho went viral. The killers have still not been identified, therefore, no one has yet been arrested for the death of the 17-year-old. A Mexican newspaper, Periódico Supremo, reposted the video and captioned it, "I firm su trato de muerte," which means, thus signed his deal of death. While some of Rosales' fans shared their condolences, a few mentioned that he should have known better than to make jest of a drug lord such as El Mencho. A fellow Instagram star remembered Rosales after his death by posting a caption that read, "He told me that he wanted to change, but on the weekend, there was no lack of bad influences. You were living a fast life, you never listened, and I don't judge you. Those who knew you know you were a good person." Be that as it may, Juan Luis Lagunas Rosales could have lived a much longer life under normal circumstances. However, he chose to live a fast life, and then he took things way too far when he decided to play with fire. He got the fame he sought.
Don't go out here doing no dumb shit, bro. It's that simple, man. Y'all be safe.